Okay. Let's go into start. So today we're going to still do EMath, and then it will be Sec 2. Okay, let's start off. Okay, question 1. Okay, expand and simplify the expression. So what I'm going to do is, okay, just write out the question first. Okay, so you're supposed to expand and then simplify. Okay, so kids, you take note, this square is inside the bracket, so you do not square the first two terms. The first two terms is just with the bracket, so you just open the bracket, that means no change. This one is a subtraction, so if it's a subtraction, yes, Sec 2 math, if it's a subtraction, okay, this one you will have to put for me, you put square bracket first. This is P plus Q, because it's a square outside the bracket, that means it's two of the same bracket. Okay, let's continue. Open this one, copy. Then what we need to do is, you're supposed to rainbow this side. This one times this one, it gives me P square. This one times this one plus PQ. This one times this one is plus PQ, and then this one times this one is plus Q square. Okay, so 2P minus 3Q square, no change. Okay, before I open up, let's simplify this part, because these two is like terms. So it will be P square plus 2PQ plus Q square. Okay, so now we are ready to open up this one with the bracket. So if you need to, you put a -1 here, right? But for me, I don't need lah. So 2P minus 3Q square. Now let's see. This one times this one minus P square. This one times this one minus times plus minus. 1 times 2PQ, 2PQ. This one times this one minus times plus minus. And then 1 times Q square, Q square. So let's see whether there's any like terms. Okay, so there's only one like terms here, which is this. So minus 3Q square and minus Q square means minus 4Q square. So it becomes 2P minus 4Q square. The rest, no friend at all, so just leave it as it is. And we are done. So this is 2 marks question. Okay. Ta-da! So this one is Sec 2. Sec 2, they learn this expansion, big rainbow. In Sec 1, you learn small rainbow. You understand? Sec 1, you learn mini rainbow. Okay? Mini rainbow, which is something like, 2 rainbow with 3x minus 35, let's say. So this one times this one, 6x. This one times this one is minus 70. No, you don't need to factorize the final answer, because this is expand. Expand means you rainbow it, correct? The simplify doesn't mean factorize. Simplify is trying to say you group the like terms together. So this 2 red color is like terms, so it becomes minus 4Q squared. So this is called simplify. So don't get yourself confused between the word factorize and simplify. This one is the mini rainbow during the Sec 1. Okay? Sec 2, they will start to do big rainbow. Things like, for example, x plus 2 and then x minus 3. This is big rainbow. Okay, so you're supposed to, this one times this one, x squared. This one times this one, minus 3x. This one times this one, plus 2x. This one times this one, minus 6. These two is like terms, so when you simplify, it is x squared minus x minus 6. So this is Sec 2 algebra. Okay? Okay, so now let's go to the next one, which is factorize the expression completely. So actually, when they give the word completely, they're hinting you that there's more than one factorization method. Okay, so first, copy the question first. 2x cubed minus 50x. Always ask yourself whether you can take out common factor. So what can I take out? Yes, Minecraft, good. You can take out 2x. So let's factorize the 2x. You're left with x squared minus 25. Then this bracket, you ask yourself, can I further factorize? Okay, in Sec 2, you will learn this factorization. A square minus B square is equals to A plus B and A minus B. Okay, this is a Sec 2 factorization, and this is a very important method. Always come out. Yes, 5 squared. So what I usually do is 2x, I'm going to put something square minus something square. You always put in this form first. Okay? And then after that, what do? Then you ask yourself, x squared, what times what give me x squared? This one is straightforward, it's just x. What times what give me 25? So it's 5. So we know our A is x, our B is 5. So this one is x plus 5 and x minus 5. Done. Forgot all your factorization, then now it's time for you to revise. It's nothing to be scared of, just revise. So a lot of times common mistake is students never take out the common factor, then they don't know what to factorize. So this question is a very good example that they make use of taking out common factor as well as a square minus b square. And sometimes students take out the common factor already, their 2x disappear. They go and divide by x. Sorry, they divide by 2x, and then they left with x squared minus 25. But take note, this is an expression. It is not an equation, right? It's an expression. So you can only put it outside. You can only so-called take it out and still put it outside. It doesn't disappear. So this is for question B, 1B. Using taking out common factor and a square minus b square. No, I don't do normal tech today. I will do normal tech math another time. Because I already planned my December schedule. So most likely normal tech math I will start to do either on my content, normal content, or I will do live during next year, 2022. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, this one. This one is using identity. Okay, many students, this is a common question that they ask, okay, but students always stuck. Okay, first, I'm given, First, I'm given 4x minus y squared equals to 328. See, this is 4 multiplied. So I'm going to find out what is x minus y squared. Just take 328 divided by 4. Okay, because it's times 4, bring over, become divide by 4. So my x minus y squared will be equals to 82. I can't do anything right now, just leave it first. See over here, your task is to find out the value of, your task, (3x squared plus 3y squared). Someone please explain. I got no time to explain. Okay, 3x squared plus 3y squared. I'm going to take out common factor 3. X squared plus y squared. Yeah, some people take it for granted, like I own them, like I must give them content like that. Then when I give content, then they complain, why never give this one, never give that one. I already explained just now. I say express math is I already planned for this December. Content is already planned. So I will only do normal tech and normal acad from next year onwards. Okay, over here you see, my task, I need to find out this x squared plus y squared, right? Okay, so I'm going to make use of this one. Just now someone said expand this one, right? Great. So let's expand it. So this one, you can, either you memorize the formula, okay, or you put this. Okay, so rainbow, I will get x squared minus xy plus y squared. So this one I'm going to combine, x squared minus 2xy plus y squared equals to 82. Let me shift. So x squared plus y squared, let's shift it to the first. X squared plus y squared minus 2xy equals to 82. So you see, my task is to find out this x squared plus y squared, right? But I don't know yet. But remember, from question, they got give me the value xy is 24. So I'm going to sub it in. So that means x squared plus y squared minus 2 bracket 24 is equals to 82. So x squared plus y squared minus 48 equals to 82. So x squared plus y squared is equals to 82 plus 48. So x squared plus y squared is equals to 130. Yeah, I'm referring to the students who say I'm not done yet. This is only x squared plus y squared is 130. My value is over here. So it will be 3 multiplied by 130. So the answer should be 390. Understand? Answer is here, not this one. Hello? So these steps here is trying to find x squared plus y squared. So I'm actually making use of the identity. So I repeat here. So it's 4x minus y squared equals to 328 because it's 4 multiplied. So if I bring it over, become divide by 4. So my x minus y squared is 82. So just now someone said expand this one. So I expand, Then I'm going to make use of, the question give me xy is equals to 24. Okay. So it will be x squared minus 2xy plus y squared is equals to 82. So x squared plus y squared, what I did was I just shift this in front. Then minus 2xy. So replace the xy of 24 here. I get minus 48, bring it over. I get x squared plus y squared is 130. Okay? Then, don't forget, because your task is to find 3x squared plus y squared. So I took out common factor 3. 3 must multiply with this. So I just sub this over here. And I get 3 times 130, which is 390. Okay? All good? Okay, I write the steps very detailed is because there are some students who will not understand as fast as some students. So please be patient. Okay, I have to write the steps to let other students understand. If you are very fast and understand very fast, then it's good for you. But please do not comment why is it that I write so many steps when it's just a 3-line answer. Okay? So I break it up and this is how we do this question. Let's go to the next one. Hello? Can understand now? Chloe, can you understand the question now? I already break it down. Do you need me to understand again? Do you need me to explain again? Chloe, this is a Sec 2 whereby you have to use identity. You have to use identity. No, I'm just breaking it up. Okay? What I did was I just rainbow this part. It's just rainbow. And I make use of xy is 24. I just sub it in and bring it over left, right, and then solve it. Okay? Okay, I'm going to next. As long as Chloe understand already, then I move on already. Okay, let's go on. Okay, changing subject. Okay? So this one, I'm supposed to make x a subject. See here. So k equals to 2/3 p over x minus 3. Okay, two ways of doing it. Either I can straight away square both sides. Okay, either I can square both sides straight away, or I'm going to bring the 2/3 over. This is multiplied by 2/3. So if it's multiplied by 2/3, I bring over is divide by 2/3. But I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to just square both sides. So I'm going to just square both sides. Okay, so square both sides, it will be k square equals, take note, square this one 2/3 is also square. So it will be 4 over 9, and then when you square this one, you only left with the inside. So it is p over x minus 3. Okay, so this one, I'm going to put it into a single fraction. 4 times p, so it's 4p over 9x minus 3. This k square, I'm going to put k square over 1. So you see both sides is now single fraction, right? So let's do cross multiply. Cross multiply. So I will have k square, this 9 I put it in front. 9 times k square bracket x minus 3 equals to 4p. So just to remind ourselves, we are supposed to make x the subject. See, my x is inside. So I cannot bring left, bring right yet. I need to rainbow it. I need to expand it first. So this one times this one give me 9k square x. This one times this one minus 27k square is equals to 4p. So the one with the term with the x will remain on my left hand side. The one that doesn't have x will go to the right hand side. So these will go to the right hand side. So it becomes 9k square x equals to 4p plus 27k square. Okay? So now I want to make 1x. This is 9k square times x. 9k square times x. So if I leave x here, it will be 4p plus 27k square over means divide. This is times 9k square. Bring over become divide by 9k square. Understand? So make sure that right hand side don't have any x, left hand side is only 1x. And this is your final answer. So what I did was, whenever you see square root, you square both sides. Then it will disappear. Okay? I mean as in like square root x, you see, if I'm going to square this, it will just be the inside. Okay? So take note of this one. And then what I did was, I make into both sides single fraction, right? Once both sides single fraction, cross multiply. You can use desktop to view my live. This is the biggest I can go. Okay, I cannot zoom. Okay. So this is changing subject. Okay. Okay. So at the bottom, they say hence. Take note, they say hence. When they use the word hence, means they want you to use the so-called the formula which you make the x subject to find the p and the to find the x when p and k is given. So I'm going to do x is equals to 4p. Remember I said replace the alphabet with bracket. So it will be 4p means 4 plus 27k square over 9k square. So my k is 4. So take note again, the square is outside the bracket. Make it always a habit. Currently your k is positive 4, so it doesn't make any much difference. But if they put k equals to negative 4, then it makes a very big difference when you key into the calculator. So of course this one, when you key into the calculator, you will get 3 whole 1 over 18, or if you put it in the decimal, it will be 3.0555, round it off to 3SF, 3.06, 3SF. So if you give these also can, you want to give these also can. Can? Minecraft? Chloe? Oh, okay. Okay, good. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, the question worksheet, it will be uploaded to the Telegram. Okay, it will be uploaded to the Telegram channel. So the PDF and the solution will be uploaded, but it will be uploaded only on Monday. Thank you. Okay, then after that, for the live replay, you can go to the YouTube channel. Chloe and Minecraft, the two of you, have you all subscribed to my YouTube channel? Who haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel here and still listening here, Please make sure you go and subscribe to my YouTube channel after this live, All my past live that I teach, okay, they are all on my YouTube channel. There are also other content like I think of free EMath, free EMath lessons, Thanks Minecraft, you subscribe, good. Okay, now let's continue. Yes, anime world. Don't run too fast, later fall down. I don't have YouTube, I go sub later. Okay, see here. This one, triangle ABC is isosceles with AB and AC equal. So they already put the symbol for us already. So this is the angles are in terms of algebraic expression. So they say write down two simultaneous equations. Okay, simultaneous equation means you need to form two equations and solve them simultaneously. So in this question, so you can see triangle. You must know that when we have triangle, we can link to angles in a triangle is 180 degree. And they also mention isosceles. So isosceles means the sides are equal, but no sides are given to me. But we know that the base angles are equal. So these two angles is equal. So that will give me my first equation. So I will say 2x plus 30 is equals to 6y minus 20. So this is by right my equation 1. But before I write it as equation 1, let me shift the x and y to the left hand side first. So 2x minus 6y is equals to minus 30 minus 20. 2x minus 6y equals to minus 50. This is still too big for me, and because it's an equation, I can reduce it. Hello, here I can reduce it. So what I can do is, I divide by 2. So the whole equation I divide by 2, it becomes x minus 3y equals to minus 25. So I shall label this as equation 1. Okay? So just now I give you the hint already, right? So can you tell me how do I form the second equation? What property can I use? I just use the property of isosceles whereby the base angles are equal to form the first equation. So what properties do I have, or what information do I have to form the second equation? Can someone tell me what is the second property or second information that I can use to form the second equation? Yes, sum of angle in a triangle. Well done. Okay, so all these three angles add up together will give us 180 degree. So you will say, okay, x plus 20 plus 2x plus 30 plus 6y minus 20. So maybe some students ask me, sure, why you never put a bracket? Okay, when you are adding expression, it doesn't matter whether you got put bracket or not. Only when you are doing subtraction, you have to put the bracket. Okay, so so this whole thing, these three angles add up to give me 180. So let's simplify. Okay, so this one will give me 3x plus 6y equals to, wow, Chloe, you so fast subscribe already. Wow, if I can multitask, I got notification that you subscribe to my YouTube. Thank you. Okay, so 180. So now I'm going to bring all the number over. Plus 20 bring over is minus 20. Plus 30 bring over is minus 30. Minus 20 bring over is plus 20. So I have 3x plus 6y equals to 150. Again, this is the equation, and just nice all of them can divide by 3. So let's divide by 3 throughout. I get x plus 2y equals to 50. So this is my 2 equation. They asked me to write 2 equations. So this is the 2 equation. Anyway, I never received the notification of yours. Never mind. Later I will check after the live. Thanks for subscribing. Okay. Okay, so you see, so the next part of the question definitely will ask us to solve the simultaneous. So what I'm going to do is, for my, I always write out the 2 equations. X minus 3y equals to minus 25. X plus 2y equals to 50. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. Okay, kids. Sec 1, you learn how to solve linear equation, which is you will have only one x value example. Okay? Sec 2, you will start to learn a quadratic equation whereby you have 2 possible value of x. And then you also have 2 unknown, which is x and y. You will form simultaneous equation to solve it simultaneously. Okay? So for some kids who are like Sec 1 now, haven't even go Sec 2, next year only Sec 2, okay, maybe you don't panic if you don't really understand 100% yet, okay? Because you only are at the level of Sec 1, you haven't learned the Sec 2. But just listen, if you get the understanding of even like 50-60% is better than nothing. So when next year your teacher start to teach simultaneous equation and do the exercise for simultaneous equation, you at least get a better idea. Okay? Or you can every time go back to the YouTube channel and just refer to it. Okay, come, let's see. So I have two equation. You will be learning two methods minus of the graphical. You'll be using substitution and elimination method. Hello, Joy. Okay. You want to recap your math? Joy already graduate. Okay. But she's my regular customer. I mean regular fan inside my life. Okay. So I will show substitution method. Why? Because those who are going to do EMath eventually, substitution method is very important. Okay, you seldom use elimination. Most of the time, 99% you use substitution. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to say from equation 1, yeah, I'm going to make x a subject. So it becomes x is equals to 3y minus 25. So I shall let this be equation 3. So I'm going to sub 3 to 2. So you will say sub equation 3 into equation 2. So it's just like, you see, your equation 3 is you change from equation 1. So it becomes 3, right? So you cannot sub 3 back into 1. It's like you 1 become 3, 3 become 1. It's like it's meaningless. So your 1, when you become 3, you should sub it to the other equation, which is 2. Okay? So sub it in means what? It means you need to replace all the x to become 3y minus 25. So look over here. So it becomes x here. So it's 3y minus 25, which is the x, plus 2y equals to 50. See here, what I did was, I replace this x to become this. Then after that you can see, oh, 3y plus 2y is 5y equals to 50. Minus 25 bring over plus 25. So I have 5y equals to 75. So my y equals to 75 divided by 5. My y is equals to... Wait, where's my answer? 15. Okay? Don't stop there, because this time round you have two unknowns. You have x and y. Some students solve y already. Oh, happily forget, go to the next question. Don't forget you still have x. So make use of the equation 3. Okay, you can say sub y equals to 15 into equation 3. You want to sub into equation 1 and equation 2 and solve your x also can. But because your equation 3 already make x a subject, so it's easier when you do 3, you see. If you sub into 1 and 2, you still need to bring left, bring right. So I'm going to sub it into 3. So my x is equals to 3y minus 25. And that will give me 20. So don't stop there. I'm not solving x and y, because they said solve it to find the angles of the triangle. So we need to look at the diagram. You see the diagram here. This is the triangle, correct? Triangle. So I'm going to say angle BAC is equals to x plus 20. So I use my x, which is 20 here. 20 plus 20, so it's 40 degrees. Angle ABC equals to 2x plus 30. So 2x plus 30, that will give me 70 degrees. Okay, kids. Some students say, the third one, right, is an isosceles triangle. Then they say that, I straight away say it's 70 degrees can already lor. But just to play safe, to make sure that your x and y is correct, so the best way is you sub in as well. So if you also get 70 for the third angle, that means is your x and y is already, can say 100% is correct, So the next one is angle ACB is equals to 6y minus 20. So y is 15, so it's 6y minus 20, and that will give me 70 degrees. Done. Okay? So this will be solving the simultaneous equation and find the angles. Okay? All good. Help me to like and share. Tell me to like and share. Wow, why like so easy? Simultaneous? Wow, Minecraft not bad, huh? Yeah, I tell you, simultaneous is one of my favorite topics, so very fun. Okay. So this one is forming equation from problem sum. Okay. First, Mr. Lee bought P apples for $3. Okay. They said find an expression in terms of P for the cost in cents of each apple. So take note, it says cents. But over here, this is dollar. So you need to be careful to change the $3 to cents first. So I recently tell you how to change to cents, right? So dollar, how to change to cent? Wow, Junjie, thanks for the compliment. Kids, I have teach you all how to change dollar to cents. Yay, Chloe, good. Done 100, well done. So $3 means it's 300 cents. Yes, Vampy, thank you. Okay, so what we're going to do is one apple, this is P apple. So that means the cost will be 300 cents divided by P. So this will be the answer. It's only 1 mark, huh? Yes, hi Burry. Well done, 500, huh? So this is the so-called cost price of 1 apple. So now let's move on. Okay. Now, they say that there are 2 apples that turn bad, right? 2 apples spoil already, So when you have bad, rotten apple, you cannot sell it, Be an honest seller, don't go and sell the apple, So, Mr. Lee sold each remaining apple for 10 cents more than what he had paid for it. Okay, this is called the selling price. Of course, selling price, we must sell more than how much we pay, If not, it will be a loss. Joy. Okay? So, first, I have P apples, right? If anyone say times 10, Cher will have heart attack. Yes, serious heart attack. It's like saying that my $3 now become 30 cents. Faint. Okay? So, I got P apples, but 2 are spoiled. So that means this is the remaining apple, which is good apple. Only sell good apples, and you sell 10 cents more than what you pay. So your cost price was 300 divided by P, correct? This is your cost price. You sell 10 cents more, so it's just plus 10. So this is your selling price. Understand? Okay, again, maybe someone says, oh, why you write 1 mark only write so many steps? Again, because I want to explain. Some students are not familiar with expression, okay? So I break it up, find good apples. I break it up, tell you how to find selling price. The total sum received is the selling price multiplied by the number of apples that you sell. So you will take the number of apples multiplied by your selling price. So some students ask me, Cher, do I need to simplify in this part or not? Since it's only 1 mark, so you don't have to simplify here. So you don't have to worry whether you need to simplify or not. Why? Because next part of the question will definitely ask you to form equation. You have all the time there to simplify. So over here is just 1 mark. Don't waste your time here. So this whole thing you can put it as cents. This is the answer for part 2. The amount of money you receive by selling the good apples. Okay? Okay, let's move on. Here. This one very poor thing, I tell you. Buy so many apple, pack the things, deliver the thing, then only make a profit of 20 cents. A bit not right lah. This seller should make a bit more profit lah. Imagine he sell everything lah. He only make a profit of 20 cents. I think 20 cents don't know can buy what, yeah. Here we don't even know how many apples is it. Imagine the P apples is, let's say, 1,000 apple. 1,000 apple, you pack, sell. Wow, you only earn 20 cents. Yeah, that one is a bit sad. So, make a profit of 20 cents means what? Remember, we spent $3. We spent 300 cents. If we make a profit of 20 cents, okay? If you make a profit of 20 cents, means in a total, you collect 320 cents. Agree or not? So just now our expression, the p minus 2 and 300 over p, this one very untidy, wait. Okay, this was the amount that I received, right? So since I received a 20 cents profit, means I collected back 320 cents. Okay, be careful, it doesn't mean a profit of 320. 300 is because it was the cost price. I need to net off. And then this 20 cents then is my profit. So far understand this, how to form this equation? This part can good. All good. Can I continue? Need me to explain? Huh? You replying the yes to continue? Okay. So now the next thing is understanding this forming equation. It's one thing. The next thing is how are you going to simplify this to become this? Okay. And especially this one got fraction. Then student don't know what to do. Actually, just do rainbow. So this one times this one. So this one times this one give you what? I'm going to do at the side so you can see easily. P. Okay, when I multiply by 300 over P. Over 1, I cancel the PP is actually 300. Okay, so the first rainbow actually is 300. Okay, now this one times this one, no need to say anything. This is just plus 10p. Okay, now next, this one also difficult, right? So you see, minus 2, minus times plus is a minus. So at the side, I will put 2 over 1 multiplied by 300 over p. 2 times 300 over p at the side is 600 over p. So this one is 600 over p. The last part, this one times this one will be minus 20. Okay? Then next, few ways of doing it. Either you can combine this into a single fraction, you can simplify and combine this into a single fraction, or there's a denominator p, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply p throughout. Remember, you can only multiply something throughout when it's an equation. When it is an equation, there is an equal, it's an equation, so I can do that. So times p throughout, everyone times p. Be fair, everyone times p. A lot of students times p to the left hand side, forget to times p to the right hand side, then it's not balanced. So 300 times p will give me 300p plus 10p times p is plus 10p square. This one 600 over p, see I'm going to bring minus down. 600 over p, when I times p, cancel actually becomes 600. So this is 600. Minus 20p equals to 320p. Okay, so now I'm going to throw everything to the left hand side. So 10p square, I just shift it because I want to arrange in square, the p, and then number. So 10p square, stand alone, no friend. Thank you, Hurley. Then after that, plus 300p minus 20p. This one bring over is minus 320p minus 600 equals to 0. So I get 10p square minus 40p minus 600 equals to 0. I can simplify. One hint is, look at this one. It's p square, right? This is 10p square. So I know I need to divide by 10 throughout. So let's divide by 10 throughout. I get p square minus 4p. Wow, Candy. Is that Candy? Thank you. So cute. Okay. 600 divided by 10. So it's 60 equals to 0. So look at this. Compare and compare. Yes. Happily celebrate and put the word shown. Done. Okay. I love this kind of shown question. It's like, wow. Then when I make it shown, I'm so happy. Why does it become a 0? Minecraft, just now remember we have an equal 320p. When I bring it over, it's minus 320p. So when I bring over the right hand, it's an equation. So I still have to put a 0 there. Hello, cats. Why you have to divide by 10? Because the equation here asks us to show that it's simplified to p squared minus 4p minus 60. So I need to make it exactly the same. Hello, Daniel. I'm so thankful for all the teachers who always try their best to teach our students through online. Yeah. Hika, thanks for helping me to explain. They give me flashback to my N level and getting result next Friday. Is it Friday? I see that they already released the date. Please lend me your brain. Everyone always want my brain, but my brain only got one. So I can only lend you my brain, as in I teach, then you take the then you take the info from there. Okay. Everyone want to borrow. Now you're borrowing what, correct now? Now I'm passing you the knowledge. You are taking the knowledge and keep it. Then no need to borrow already because it belongs to you. Correct now? So don't borrow from me, because you borrow you need to return me . So now I'm passing you the knowledge, you swallow it. Okay? And then that belongs to yours. And then you don't have to return me. I never take any course. For myself is I got degree in engineering, and so I can apply as a so-called teach mathematics. Okay, because my tuition center I also got applied through MOE . Previously when I opened my tuition center, I applied through MOE, and engineering they allowed me to teach maths. Okay. Okay, I don't know what is someone don't type what thing . I got moderator here, later you gonna block or gonna ban, not my problem . Okay. Chloe, what happened? What? Okay, kids, so now next is solving the quadratic equation. What was that? Which one? If I had you as my math teacher 7 years ago, I wouldn't have get D7 for math. Yeah, many students tell me that also . So maybe you can pass my information to whoever your siblings, your cousin, your friends, whoever need it. You may not need it now, but maybe people around you need it. Okay, I also don't know what the comments say . Is it asking me to shut up? I also don't know. Maybe the spelling also don't know how to spell, right? Or is it that this is a or is it that this is a word? Oh, Mr. G banned him already. Mr. G very efficient one. Okay, come. Solving quadratic equation, kids. Okay, in Sec 2, solving quadratic equation, they only teach you to use factorization to solve it. Okay? Some school, Sec 2 already teach you to use quadratic formula to solve it, or completing the square. Okay? But in Sec 2, they use factorization. So now let's see. So I'm going to write the equation first. So p squared minus 4p minus 60 equals to 0. So make sure, kids, when you're solving quadratic equation, make sure right hand side is 0. If your right hand side got something, throw everything to the left hand side first. Okay? Then right hand side is 0. That's your first task. Then after that, of course, simplify. Now this one definitely simplify already. There's no like terms. So next is you ask yourself, this left hand side, what factorization method do you use? Okay, you use cross method. So I'm going to show you how you do factorization using cross method. So p squared, write it at the first backside. I call it backside. Minus 60, I put it here. Minus 4p, I put it here. So then you have to ask yourself, what times what give you p squared? This one very straightforward. It's just p and p. Okay, 60. What times what give me 60? I can have a lot of combination, right? I can have 20 times 3. I can have 60 times 1. I can have a lot of combination. My objective is the two numbers must be able to give me 4. Okay, so I'm going to use 10 and 6 because I know 10 and 6. If I do 10 minus 6 can give me 4. So I will use 10 and 6. So now the next thing is one of them must be minus. Okay, so which one is minus? Okay, because I want to get negative 4, right? So this is minus and this is plus. So this will give me plus 6p. This will give me minus 10p. So let's check all the 3 columns. Understand? This column, why is it that there's a line here? Is because this column we are going to add it. So minus 10p plus 6p will give me minus 4p. So this is correct. This side is minus 10 times positive 6. Yes, it gives me minus 60. So this is also correct. P times P give me P squared. So this is also correct. So after 3 columns are correct, put the bracket. So you know that this one will be P minus 10, P plus 6 equals to 0. Okay? So then what you do? You will say, oh, okay, so this one and this one equals to 0. So that means P minus 10 is equals to 0 or P plus 6 equals to 0. So why is that so? It's just like, you all know that anything multiplied by 0 will give us 0, right? So when we have this one times this one equals to 0, we are trying to say it's either the P minus 10 is a 0 or a P plus 6 equals to 0. And you notice this side is actually 2 linear equations. So it's just P equals to 10 and P equals to negative 6. So just now I mentioned, Sec 1 you learn linear equation whereby there's only one value, one solution. Sec 2 you learn quadratic equation, you will have 2 values. So in this case, you see, 2 possible values. And then kids, take note, I know my P, remember, is the P apples. So it doesn't make sense to have negative 6 apple. But yeah, you can use mode 3-3. Okay? But you still need to show the steps. Mode 3-3 is not something that the school teacher or Cambridge will give you mark for it. It's only a tool for you to factorize. Okay? I mean solve it. But it's not for you to just press mode 3-3 and then just write the 2 answers. You still need to show the step. Understand? 3D IMC. Yes, year 4. Year 4, Sec 4, right? You also learn quadratic equation. Rate of change is differentiation. I mean as in like it's Sec 4 stuff. I'm not doing rate of change yet. Will I still be learning this in Sec 3? Yes, definitely. What about the minus b plus minus equation? Yeah, Lego, that one is quadratic formula. So some school teach in Sec 3. Some school teach in Sec 2. Okay? So over here, I use the factorization method because this is a Sec 2 paper. So I'm not using the quadratic formula. But after you learn quadratic formula, you don't want to use factorization, you straight away use quadratic formula, also can. Minecraft, which part you don't understand? This part. This one is cross method. Okay? You haven't learned this because you are Sec 1. So just take note of this one. This is cross method. This is cross method. It is a factorization method. This is a factorization method. Circle is EMath, right? So again, I'm not doing that today. Okay, so take note, don't reject here because you look at the question, they only ask you to solve the equation. They never say ask you to use the P. So take note, kids, you do not reject here. You only reject it at the next part, which is this part. They ask you find the selling price of each apple. Okay, find the selling price of each apple. So remember just now my selling price, it was 300 over P plus 10, remember? So now you see, I'm going to use this P. So just now previously my 2P, I will reject my P equals to minus 6. Okay, so my P equals to minus 6. Over here, you will state that P equals to minus 6, you will reject. So you only reject it in this part whereby you start to use your P. But on the previous part, you do not reject. So I have students who tell me that the school teacher minus mark when they reject it over here. You're not supposed to reject at this part. You're only supposed to reject at the next part. So I'm going to use the 10. So it will be 300 over 10 plus 10. So it will be 30 plus 10. So it's 40 cents. So the selling price of one apple is 40 cents. I'm not a school math teacher. I'm a private full-time math tutor. Okay, so we are done with this one. Okay, so Minecraft, I explain a bit more about this. Solve this equation this is quadratic equation. You will learn it in Sec 2. Okay. So you will use factorization, which is cross method. For now, this factorization cross method, you might be blurred for you because you are Sec 1 now. But just take note, this is cross method. Okay, Sec 2, when you learn cross method, this is how you do it. Okay, you can always refer back to this video. Okay, what I can suggest is, on the worksheet, okay, that I give it to you, you can always download and save it to a folder in your computer, right? Then maybe you can highlight there that, this, you can write notes lah. Then you can write a notes there that saying that, okay, this video consists of simultaneous equations, consists of talking about cross method. So when you learn that in Sec 2, you want to refer back, you know that you can come back and revisit the video. Okay, so I never teach poly, only Sec 1 to Sec 5. Okay, so we are done with this question. So let's move on. So the next one is dot diagram. Okay, dot diagram is under statistic. It's considered quite easy. It depends on what level you are. This basically, by the end of Sec 2, you will learn. Just now the question, by the end of Sec 2, you will learn. If you are in Sec 3, Sec 4 already, of course, all this, you definitely have to know already. Okay, help me to like and share while I drink water. Okay, can someone help me to talk about telling them to go Telegram, download blah blah blah. Can you help me to repeat the instruction? I drink water. No calculus. Calculus is poly. I don't teach poly math. Although last time I studied before lah, but I'm not teaching it. I'm not teaching it professionally because I'm just focusing on Sec 1 to Sec 5. Okay. Yes, there's a Telegram channel. You can go to my TikTok bio, right? There's a link there. You click on it. Then you can see there's a lot of buttons for you to click. There is a link to free EMath lesson. There's link to free EMath lesson. There is one which is a link to my past TikTok live session. Okay, and then there's also a link to say join the Telegram channel. So the Telegram channel, this PDF plus the solution will be uploaded on Monday. Then you can download the worksheet there. Okay. Then as for the live today, you can go to the YouTube channel. Please remember to subscribe. Okay. Okay. You will go to the YouTube channel. You can see the past live or today video on the question. Yes, Chloe, correct. Got schedule and also got the worksheet there. And every Monday, I will also send some thoughts lah. Sometimes I have some funny thoughts or maybe some motivational thoughts. I will also share inside my Telegram channel. Okay. Okay. I'm not a fake teacher, so I'm a real teacher, but not a school teacher lah. Okay. Okay, let's move on. So this is statistic. This is dot diagram. Okay, let's move on. So they said find the she's a real math tutor. Chloe, hey, you also got humor. Not bad. Okay, so see kids, sometimes you all see this word, you all don't know what it means. Actually, this simply means it's the mode lah. You all know you have mean, mode, median, right? So I just repeat here lah. Mean represent average. Mode, I will always use most frequent. I will always link it to most frequent. The next one is median. I will always link it to middle. This is a MMM. MMM. Mean, average, mode, most frequent, median is the middle. So model is simply means the mode. So mode means it's most frequent. Now let's understand this data. The dot diagram represents the speed. Yes, 73 and 77, correct. So they say that there are 18 motorists here. That means 18 data is here. This is their speed. Okay. So there are two modes here. So some students ask me, how is it possible that there's two answers? Take note that, yes, you can straight away write the answer. It's only 1 mark. So you will just say it's 73 and 77. In other words, who is the top prize? Two person taking the top prize. Well, I live in Brunei and it's locked down and I have a final test until I'm here for its last time. Okay, I'm not so sure Brunei syllabus, but I believe that all these, some topics are quite overlapped. So of course, you still can learn a lot learn from me and then see what it can, how it can link to your question. Okay, so mode, take note kids, is you can have two modes. Not necessary that you only have one mode, understand? So don't panic when you see, why got two answers? It has been skipped. You mean because it's locked down, so you couldn't take the test? Then how are you able to retake one or not? Okay, so this is my answer for the mode. Let's move on. Next, find the median speed. Median speed, you need to do one step. Okay, you need to do one step, which is find the middle position. So kids, please go and write the middle, the median position. I need you to remember this n plus 1 over 2. N is the number of data that you have. So remember just now we have 18 motorists, means we have 18 data. So what I want you to do is 18 plus 1 over 2 is equals to 19 over 2. So you will have 18, you will have 9.5. So when you have 0.5 mean that you have two numbers sitting in the middle fighting for the middle position. So if it's 9.5 means it's the 9th and the 10th position. So let's go to my data and see where is the 9 and the 10. Okay, so kids, when you count, please count from ascending. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the 9th and this is the 10th. So both, this case, the both numbers is 73. So we will take, so the two number is 73, 73. So the median will be these two number add together and divide by 2. So it will give me 73 of course. Okay, so now I want to highlight on one thing. Thanks, Ji-Hoon Park. Bring the school for me. Teacher, you use data or Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi. Okay. Okay, for those who find that very small, you don't, of course, you try not to use phone to learn from me. Go and use your computer desktop and see the live. The words there are bigger. Maybe she's finding that I'm a bit lagging. That's why she asked me whether I use data or Wi-Fi. Okay, so see here. Just now was 18, correct? So what is, this one is even number of data. So if let's say today I have 7 data, okay, example only. 7 plus 1 divided by 2, it is 8 over 2, which is a 4. When you get a nice number, it means that I only have one number sitting in the middle. Oh, Chloe, thanks for clarifying that. Because I keep having students asking me to zoom. So I'm wondering whether is it really true that they cannot see. Then I always ask them to go and use the desktop. Okay. So, see, you only have two possibility kids. You either have even number of data or odd number of data. So you have, if you have odd number of data, you will only have one number sitting in the middle. if you have even number of data, you will have a 0.5, right? It means you have two numbers sitting in the middle, fighting for the middle space. Need to take the two number, add together, divide by 2. That means finding the average of the two numbers. For this case, because both numbers is the same, so the median is the same, which is 73. Can? This is for odd data. So this is, I just box it up so that you won't get confused. This is not linked to this question. This one don't have to divide by 2. You mean this one divide by 2? No. If the number sitting in the middle, okay, give you an example. You see, if let's say I have 7 data, means it's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 data, right? So 4th is sitting in the middle. You count 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see, this is sitting in the middle. Straight away, he is the king. He's only one number sitting in the middle. Okay, teacher, what about for Q1 and Q3? Q1 and Q3 is lower quarter and upper quarter. But in Sec 2, you don't learn the lower quarter and upper quarter first. Just to let you know, lower quarter is like you see here. Then after that, these two, you cover here. This one, you left with 3 data, right? The 3 data middle is what? 3, right? So the lower quarter is 3. Okay? Not Sec 2, Sec 4, Okay? Cover, look at the right hand side, 3 data. So the upper quarter is 9. So it's like you split it, you understand? You split it, I think so, since the divide by 2 is part of the formula. M plus 1, this formula here, this one, this is the formula to find the middle position. Understand? This is to find the middle position. Then, when you have 0.5, they are trying to tell you that you have 2 numbers sitting in the middle. Okay, when you only have one number, which is don't have 0.5, means you only have one number sitting in the middle. All good. So this is median. Okay, usually mode no issue for student, mean also no issue for student, but they always have problem regarding the median. So I have explained about the median. Okay, let's move on. Next, they ask, what percentage of the motorists travel at most 75 km per hour? So the data, wait. Okay, at most 75 means what? At most 75 means 75 and below, and 75 is included. So let's count the number of data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 data, which is 75 and below, which is including the 75. Cut is also the same thing. Like, for example, you cut this way, then after this is the left hand side. Correct? It's the same. I just use a formula so that it's easier to remember. Okay? So I have 12 out of the total, which I know I have 18 data. Then, because they want percentage, so just multiply by 100 and you get 66, 2 over 3%. And this is the answer. You want to put it in decimal, 66.666 round to 3SF is 66.7% also can. Okay? Oops. So this is the part 3. We are not done yet because later they got asking for average. Okay, so let's move on to this part. They ask to find the mean. So just now I mentioned that mean is the average. Okay, so how do I find the average? Average means you need to find the total. So this is what I always do. 70 got 3 dots. 70 I forget to put my 0. I have 70 data, 70, I got 3 of it. 71, I got 1 of it. 72, I put my, see here. Okay. Yeah. Like that. Okay, in case some student want to count together with me. Okay, 73, I got 4 data. 75, 74 no need to put 74 times 0 is 0, don't waste your time. 75 is 1, 76 is 2, 77 is 4 data. So this will be the total data. Then after that, divide by the total number of data, which is 18. So my average will be, this will be 1324 divided by 18. It will give me, either you put it in a mixed number, or you put it at 73.555, round it off to 3SF, 73.6. 3SF. Oh, thank you. 72, put the 3. 72, I got 4 data, not 3, sorry, 4 data. Snow White, thanks for highlighting. Thanks for highlighting. Testing you only. No lah, actually it's my mistake. So thanks for highlighting. Okay, 72, 4 data. Okay, add them together. Then I divide by the 18 and then I get these 2. Okay. Okay, so that is done for our min mode median with the dot diagram. Okay, so now next is currency conversion. Okay, not bad I have few attentive kids. Well done. Keep it up, keep it up. I'm here very hardworking to teach. Then you kids also hardworking to learn. Good job. Okay, so now next. Javier spent 250 on his credit card when he's in the UK. He paid a credit card fee of 1.25% of the amount. So the credit card company used an exchange rate between, this is the exchange rate, okay? Calculate the total cost in Singapore dollar that Javier has to pay in Singapore. So give your answer to the nearest cents. Okay, the steps I'm going to write is very long. Not say very long. Okay, then but it's because some students don't know how to convert, and this to me I feel that it's important. Why? Because when you travel overseas, it's also good to know how to convert your own money. Don't just 100% throw it to the currency, the person who change money for you and exchange. To ask them to go and change for you, and then you don't go and do your own calculation. What if they cheat you, right? So don't say they cheat you lah. Okay, sorry. I should say maybe they also make careless mistake of calculation. Just use Google Converter. Yeah, I agree. For me, actually conversion I always use the Google calculator, XE currency conversion. Okay, so now let's see. So first I want to calculate the fee. So I want to take 1.25% of this 250. So 1.25% of 250, I will write 1.25% means over 100, then multiply by 250. Press calculator, you get 3.125. So I just put a bracket here and just remind myself this is the fee. Okay? And then after that, the total amount that he has to pay is the 250 plus the 3.125. So it's 3.125. So 253.125. Okay? So the conversion they give me is Singapore dollar 1 convert to the pound 0.57. But because now I want to change the pound to Singapore dollar, so I'm going to swap these two. I'm going to swap these two. So I will put it as pound 0.57 is equals to Singapore $1. I want to find pound $1. So what I need to do is just take the 1 divided by 0.57. Don't need to find the actual, just leave it in this fraction form, it doesn't matter. Now is I want to convert this. So put the pound 253.125. Simply just take this fraction 1 over 0.57 multiply by 253.125. Press the calculator and you get 444.078. And round it off. Nearest cents means 2 dp. So this one will become 444.08. This one you have to put, say, nearest cents. Done. Okay, so this is how I convert manually. So if I want to change pound to Singapore, I make sure my pound is on my left hand side. I want to make my pound $1 on the left hand side. Then it's very easy to find. It's just a unit like that. I make 1 unit, you know. Then after that, I just find how many units I want. Okay, so this is how I do the currency exchange. Okay, so now let's move on. All good. Okay. Yes, pretty. Okay, now selling laptop. Okay, a salesman sell a laptop for 1,003. Okay, he make a loss of 12% on the price he paid for the laptop. A salesman sell a laptop for 1,003. He make a loss of 12% on the price he paid for the laptop. So this salesman, poor thing, have to sell below the cost price. So it's making a loss. Okay? So if he sell the laptop at 1,003 and this is a loss, means that it will be, I will take 100% minus 12%, which is 88%. Okay? So 88% is the selling price. So 88% is 1,003. So I want to find out the cost price. So find 100%. So just take 1,003 divided by 88 multiply by 100. Okay, and I will get 1477.2727. So round off to 2 dp, it will be 1477.27. And we are done. I teach Singapore Math Sec 1 to Sec 5. So I don't know what's the equivalent year you're talking about. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so let's move on. I think I a bit slow today. Oh my god. Let's speed up. Today confirm OT already. Pretty, I think if you want to ask, please ask me DM lah. Stop asking all these questions and flood the chat, okay? I answer again and again. Okay, let's continue. The table below shows the weight in kg of the students in class 2A. So without calculating the value of x, state the mode. Again, this is the mode. So because I don't know my x, right? Now look at the expression. Okay, 2x plus 1, 2x plus 2, 3x plus 3, 2x minus 1, and 2x minus 3. So by looking at the expression, you can see that 3x plus 3 is the biggest expression. Okay, because all these are minus, definitely is smaller. So I know 3x plus 3 is the biggest. So I know that this one is the mode. Okay, so I will say the model weight is W, 50, and 46. Done. Okay. Next, if there are 35 students, find the value of x. So look at this one. If frequency means it's the number of students, the number of students who are in the range of this weight, the number of students who are in this range, blah 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 blah. So they tell me total 35 students. So what I'm going to do is 2x plus 1 plus 2x plus 2 plus 3x plus 3 plus 2x minus 1 plus 2x minus 3 equals to 35 students. So put all the like terms together. This one will give me 11x. Then the number I simplify will become plus 2 equals to 35. So 11x is equals to 35 minus 2 11x equals to 33, so x is equals to 3. And we have solved x. Okay? So that's for part 2. Let's move on. Hence, calculate the estimate mean weight of the student. So why do they use the word estimate? So sometimes students say, they always ask us to calculate the mean. Why this one add the extra word estimate? It is because, if you notice, the data over here, it is not a fixed number. They did not tell me there are this number of students who is at 38 kg. They tell me that it's in the range of 38 to 42. But who knows, right? If it can also mean that everyone is at 38 kg. It can also mean that everyone is 40 kg. It also can mean that some is 38, some is 40, some is blah blah blah, correct? So we are actually using estimation. We have to use the middle number of each range. So what you're going to do is, you got to take these two numbers, 38 plus 42 divided by 2. So it's 40. So you need to find the mid value of each range. So this is the mid number. Okay, 48. This is 48. This is 52, and this is 56. Okay, mid value. So we're going to use the mid value. Okay, then before I go to the mean again, let's find out. Let's sub the x equals to 3. Sub the x equals to 3 back to here to find out how many students we are referring to. So my x is 3. So 2 times 3 plus 1, 7. Wow, who's so fast? Not bad. Okay, 2 times 3 plus 2, so it will be 8. This will be 12, this will be 5, and this will be 3. So it means that I'll go behind. Okay, I write it here. See, 40 times 7, so it will be 40 times 7 plus 44 times 8 plus 48 times 12 plus 52 times 5 plus 56 times 3. The whole thing over, how many data I have? I have 35 students. So it's out of 35. So in the end, I will get 46.7428. Round it off to 3SF, 46.7 kg. So this is the estimate mean weight. Okay? So now you know that why is it called estimate. Next time you see the word estimate mean weight, don't need to panic. Just know that because this is a range of data, we are taking the mid value. And the mid value doesn't mean that everyone is 40 kg. I can have 38 kg, I can have blah blah blah. It's just that we are taking it average. I'm taking 40, 44, blah 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 blah. Okay? So I'm done with this question. Next, we're going to go trigo tuakaso. I can tell you, once I do this question, a lot of students, those especially now in haven't go Sec 2, you will be lost because you haven't learned trigo tuakaso. So again, save the video. Okay, those who always learn in advance, you can always go and label and state that, oh, okay, this video teacher teach about trigo tuakaso. So you will highlight and know that next time you will refer to this video, okay, when you start to learn trigo tuakaso. So over here, this one, they say that 120, this is a kite, although it doesn't look like a kite here. Okay, it makes an angle of 55 degrees. So they want you to find the height of the kite. So actually what you need to do is form the right angle triangle. They're actually asking you to find this. Okay, I shall label it as x. Okay, they want you to find this x. So how you're going to do this is, okay, you have to remember this tua, ka, and so. Okay, so this is the angle reference. So you look at the opposite. See, I point here means that this side is my opposite. The one with the right angle with my opposite, from here to here, this is my adjacent. And the longest one, this is the hypotenuse. Minecraft, why you know? Humble, humble. I was thinking, Minecraft Sec 1 going Sec 2, right? So how you already know this Picasso? Power. Okay, so yes. So Minecraft say we're going to use, because I want to find my opposite. So I need O, and I'm given H. So O and H, so it's so. So is using sine. So you will say sine 55 degree is equals to O over H, which is X over 120. Okay, sine 55 is equals to X over 120. Kids put over 1, cross multiply. X is equals to 120 multiplied by sine 55 degree. So key calculator for 120 sine 55. Okay, so it will give me 98.298. So round it off is 98.3 meter 3 SF. Done. Okay, let's move on. Now the story continues. They say that the wind blows stronger and the kite is carried 35 meters further away. Okay. Welcome, Grace. So now they ask you, find the length of the string. So this is the new string. So what you need to do is from here, dot, 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 you have another triangle. But let's continue to draw just now our triangle. And please remember, previously we have found out that this part is 98.298. Okay. Now your task is you need to use the other triangle. So now I need this triangle. So how am I going to use this triangle to find? Easy. Because this, the height of the kite, they say the height of the kite remain no change. So that means from here to here, it is still 98.298. So now your task is to find out what is this value first. Because I need to find this and then I plus this, which is the 35. So I can find the whole thing here. So I'm going to make use of the first triangle. I'm going to use the first triangle to find this part. So maybe I can label this as Y, this part. So just now we use so, right? So now we're going to use car. So we will say cosine 55 degree is equals to Y over 120. So my Y is 120 cosine 55. So I will get 68.829. So this length from here to here, maybe I should give some X, Y, A. So now my A is 68.829 plus 35. So that will give me 103.8291. Okay, so now kids, you see over here, I need to find this. I'm going to use Pythagoras theorem. Can you use Y to find Pythagoras theorem? Yes, you can. Yes, you can use Pythagoras theorem. For the smaller triangle, you can use the Pythagoras theorem to find the Y also can. Okay, I didn't use it because I rather use 55 degree and 120 because these two information are given to me. Minecraft is Sec 1 going Sec 2. Okay, so now I'm going to use, look at the yellow one, I'm going to use the Pythagoras theorem to find my A. Sorry, not A, this one. The length, I call it L. This one is L. So I will say L is equals to 98.298 square plus 103.8291 square root, and I get 142.9789, round it off 143 meter. Done. Okay, so that is for the length of the string. Chloe, why you che? Or you want to call Che? Okay, let's move on. Next is they ask to find the angle the string now makes with the ground. So now your task is to find this angle over here, this one. Again, using the the thing is he is sec 1 going sec 2, but he's not supposed to know Tuakaso. Yet, okay? So now look at here, look at the triangle. I'm going to use 98.298. Anyway, now I actually got 3 sides, right? You want to use Tua, Ka, or So also can. Okay? So let's say I use tangent. Okay, tangent means I'm going to use 98.298 as well as the A. So I'm going to say tangent theta is equals to O over A. So it will be 98.298 over 103.8291. Theta is equals to tangent inverse bracket 98.298 over 103.8291, and press calculator, you will get 43.43 degree. Angle round it off to 1 dp, 43.4 degree. Done. 1 dp. Okay, yes, I use Tua. You want to use Ka or So also can, because for this situation you have all the 3 sides, ma. So you want to use Tua, you want to use Ka, and So also can. It will give you the same answer. So we are done with this part. Okay, we left with the last question, which is the graph question. I think should be OT about maybe 5 to 10 minutes lah. Where's my graph question? Okay. The Tuakaso sounds like Picasso. But Chloe, you need to know that Tuakaso you cannot spell in that way. There's a reason why it is called, the spelling, it's the one that I state over here. Because it is opposite adjacent, this is adjacent hypotenuse, this is opposite and hypotenuse. You don't like graph ways, but I can tell you graph is the one that actually can give you some marks, you know. Okay, because it's quite straightforward. Wait lah. Give me a moment. Okay, come. Let's continue. Yes, the Tuakaso, the spelling cannot go like the Picasso. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so David wants to open blah blah blah. After conducting a market research, he found that he were to price his drinks at blah blah blah. So they tell me that X, it represents the pricing of the drink. Y dollars represent the formula to calculate the price of the selling price. Y is the profit. Y is the profit. X is the price that you sell your drink. Okay. So now calculate the value of P. This one very easy, 1 mark. Do you see that P is here? So you have to write out Y equals to X squared minus 4X. So Y will be equals to X squared minus 4X, which is 4 here, 4 here. Y is equals to 16 minus 16 equals to 0. So no need to panic. It is indeed 0. Yes, well done, cat. 0. Okay, next. They say use the scale. Okay, so take note. Always take note what write out the scale. So I'm going to show you my graph. Okay, of course I draw it beforehand. If I'm going to draw it during the live, I think it will take ages also. Okay, come. So I always put my scale here. Is Y equals to X squared same as Y equals to X times X? Yes, but Chloe, you don't write X. You don't write X times X. You see, your thumbs become like an X. So it's very confusing, you see. That is why we always use like, you know, X square or use bracket. Okay, so see on my top left hand side, I always put the unit. My x-axis, they tell me to use 2 cm to $1. My y-axis, they tell me to use 1 cm to $2. Okay. Then after that, I did not draw my table yet. Okay, I did not draw my table. What I did was, I planned out first. You always need to plan your your graph first. So they asked me to draw x from 0 to 6. Okay, if it's 0 to 6, you know that there's no negative x. So I know I can draw my line on the left because I don't have any negative x. Next, my y they tell me is minus 4 to 12. So I can put in the middle. Okay, and the scale is very small, so that's why you can see it's such a mini one. So minus 2 to minus 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then after that here is 2 cm to 1. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, put the arrow x, put the arrow y. So this is how you draw the graph, draw the axis. Okay, then next, I know that I already make sure that these are the space that I have to occupy for my drawing. Then I draw my table. Okay, so my table, easy one is I just use 1 cm to represent one box. So put in the information, let's plot. So kids, see, always read the x then the y. 0, 0. So that means it will be 0, 0, 1 point. 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3. So it will be 1 minus 3. So that's why, you see, minus 3 is between minus 2 and minus 4. Minus 3 is between minus 2 and minus 4. So I mark across here. Next is 2 and negative 4. So go to my 2, negative 4, mark across. Next is 3, negative 3. Okay. So 3, negative 3. 3, negative 3, mark across. Next, 4 and 0. So 4 and 0 here. Next, 5, 5. 5, 5. 5 is between 4 and 6, so it's in the middle, put a cross. The last point, 6 and 10. So 6 and 12. 6 and 12. So you mark it up. So you either can use your curve ruler or whatever ruler. For me is Sec 2. Today is Sec 2. Okay. I use freehand. I use freehand to draw. I use freehand to draw. So what I do is, some students they find it very weird to draw, right? You can always turn the paper. See, what I did was I turned the paper because I'm a right-hander. Okay, I'm a right-hander. So for right-hander, it's easier for me to do this. It's easier for me to go upwards. So from here, I draw upwards. Okay, I join the point, make sure it's curved, then I draw. Then after that, you can always shift the paper so that you can easily draw the shape. Understand? You can shift the paper. You can always shift the paper. Because I'm right-hander, yes, you can use curve ruler, but I don't like to use curve ruler. I feel so handicapped using curve ruler. So I use freehand. So this is, I just shift the paper okay? Then okay, and then one cheat way to do it is, sometimes you may see that, this point to this point is like very far. You don't know how to join them, right? So one trick is, you can go and find yourself more points. You understand? Then you can give yourself more points. You can give yourself more points to draw. So like for example, you see here, 4, 5, 6, right? You can maybe even sub in x equals to 4.5 to find out what is your 5. What is your y. You can sub in 5.5 to find out what's your y. Okay? And then you have more points in between. When you have more points in between, you have then it's easier for you to join them. Okay? So when you feel that the points are too far for you, you are not confident to join them, you can always create more points for yourself. And then after that, you can draw the curve. So now let's answer their question. Okay? They asked me they say, use your graph to estimate the profit if the price of his drink is $4.50. So remember, they said price of the drink is X. So they are trying to say, go and find X is equals to 4.5. So you go to your graph, go and find the x-axis, mark out the 4.5. See, I draw the dotted line. 4.5 is here, dot, 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 and then dot, 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 across. So the corresponding y is 2.2. Xing Wei， 老师在学校老师教的听不懂是吗？所以要在这里听，可以，你可以继续听，可以学啊，没有问题啊。Okay, so kids, sometimes students don't know how to find the range over here. So my way of doing it is, I do 4 minus 2, right? So I know the difference here is 2. Then you see I have 5 gap, right? So what I do is 2 divided by 5 gap, I get 0.4. So I know that one gap or one small square is 0.4, understand? Okay, so 2 divided by 5, so it's 0.4. So you see, one gap is 0.4. So this one is half gap. When I go up, it's half of it. Half divided by 2, you know that it will be 0.2. That's why it's 2 plus 0.2, which is 2.2. Understand? Okay, so that's why we know that the answer is the profit equals to $2.20. Okay, please make sure that on the graph you have to state. So it's like the parts answer, you should write it here. Okay, next they say from the graph they ask you to find out the range of price that you should sell your drinks in order not to incur a loss. So just now we mentioned y is a profit, right? Look at your graph. Of course you wish that the graph will be here so that your profit is positive. You see over here, the profit is negative. So what does profit negative means? It means that you are making a loss. You are making a loss. So of course, I don't wish to sell my drink between $0 to $4. You are making a loss. You understand? So what is the range of price that you should sell? Between $4 to $6. Okay? So some students ask, of course I put more than $4 can already. Why must I put 4 to 6? Because in this question, they only ask us to draw the range from 0 to 6, right? So you stop at 6. So answer is $4 to $6. So that will be the amount that I should sell so that I will not incur any loss. So that's all for today's question. The 20 cents from Apple packing was a huge loss. No, Chloe, is not loss. It's just that the overall profit is 20 cents. But if actual fact that if you want to include a lot of other logistic costs and other costs, I believe it's definitely a loss. Okay? Okay. Where got fast? Minecraft. I OT already. I supposed to be 5 to 6:30. Now close to 6:45 already. Okay. So before I end it, the next, go to my Telegram channel. You can go and download the worksheet. Not for today one. Today one, I think Monday, Sam then will upload. Okay. And then go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Okay. So kids, that's all. So enjoy your dinner.